Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's tutorial is explain how to use Camtasia Studio. So if you want to learn how to use Camtasia and how to edit your YouTube videos, your TikTok videos, your Facebook Reels, as the case may be, then this tutorial is for you. In this tutorial, I'll be covering a list of course outline on how to use Camtasia, ranging from the introduction part of it, and then I'll be looking at how to import files to Camtasia. Then I will be looking at how to change workspace color, and also be looking at how to change a project revolution, that is the size. Then I will also enlighten you guys on how to create more tracks, and then how to split a project, and then how to add music, and then how to add call to action, which is a subscribe button, how to create and how to place it appropriately. And I will also be looking at how to add files to library, and then second to the last, which is annotations and how to export files on Camtasia. So if this tutorial is helpful, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share this video. So now once you open Camtasia, this is the interface of Camtasia. So you have the access to new projects, new recording, open existing project, and then new from template. So I'll be going with the new option, which is the first option, which is a new project. So now this is Camtasia Studio. Now after the introductory part, the second course outline, which is how to import file. In this tutorial, we'll be looking at how to import file to Camtasia. Stay close. So now there are two major ways in which you'll be able to import files into or media into Camtasia. You can go with this first option. Then you probably look for the file you want to import. So let me look out for a particular video. Then you now click on this file and you click on open. So now the file will be located at this point. If you highlighted more than 2 to 5, even the 100 files, you will all see them here. So now this is your workspace, and in my next course outline I'll be teaching on how to change this color from the default, which is black. So another method in which we use to import files to Camtasia is to click on file, then you click on import, you click on media. So you now click on it, then you can as well import file to Camtasia. So this is the way of importing files to Camtasia. So if you want to, once you're done importing this file to Camtasia and you want to work on this file, you can as well drag and drop in the first track. Then you see the file here. Then you can as well preview your file to see. You can preview your file right now to see. Now, if you want to drag more than one file to Camtasia, so now this is a bonus tutorial. If you want to delete, you right click, you come to this point, you click on delete. Now if you want to import these two files, you click on it and then you hold the shift key and then you drag. So you succeeded in importing two files right now to Camtasia. So let's delete it once again. So this is the way of importing files to Camtasia. In our second or the third course outline of this tutorial, we'll be looking at how to change the workspace color. Like I said earlier, this is a default color of Camtasia, which is black. So if you want to change this color, you right click and you now navigate to project settings. You click on project settings. Now at this point you see color, so you click at the drop down. You now see all the colors you want, all the colors. You can play with it, you set all the color. So if you want any color, you can use the drop down, you can use the pen tool, color picker tool to select the color. So now once you're done, you now click on accept. Then you now apply it to your project. So this is the way of selecting a color on Camtasia. Now the next tutorial, which has to do with you setting the project resolution. So if you right click your mouse, you navigate to project settings. At this point you now see Canva dimension, and I'm using 1080p, which is the HD. This is standard resolution for YouTube videos. So if you want to change it, you click on this drop down. You will now see the list of all different kind of this for Instagram, this for Facebook cover video, this for iPhone. Then you now select the one you want, and if you don't want to go with any of them, you can as well click on customize. Then you now click at this point, you now edit it to whatever you want to do. You now edit it right now to whatever you want to do. At the end, you now click on apply. So this is the way you'll be able to change your project setting or your Canva setting on Camtasia. So if this video is helpful, don't forget to like and share. So now the next one is how to create tracks. Now you can see this is the first track, this is the second one. So for example, now if I import file at this point, my first file is here right now, and then probably I will now import music to the next one. So now how do I create another track to add more tracks or layers to my editing? So if you want to do that, you now proceed and click on this plus sign, add the track. So you can go and add even up to 100 tracks. So this is the way of adding tracks to Camtasia. So this is the way of adding tracks to Camtasia. So any track you don't want to use anymore, you right click on the track and you click on remove tracks. So this is the way of editing using Camtasia, how to create and how to remove tracks using Camtasia. Remember to subscribe and don't forget to like and share, and I'll be revealing more amazing tips about this Camtasia software, on how to use it and then how to export your video as well. Right. In my previous tutorial, I taught how to change workspace color and project resolution. So now this is the file I imported originally to Camtasia. So I will enlighten you on how to crop this image. So if you want to crop the image, then probably change the background. You now come to this point, you click on crop. So you now crop this image this way. You now crop the image that way. So as you can see right now, we don't have that green image anymore. So you now click on this selection tool and you now right click at this point. You now change the background to probably red. So you've succeeded in changing your background, and you've succeeded in also removing some parts of an image you don't want. So now this video originally has a voiceover and a music there too. So if you want to remove the music of this video that we are using as a tutorial, you click on it. So once you now click on it, at this point, this is the opacity. If you want to reduce the video, and then this one is a scale. If you want to increase the scale from this point, so you can also play with it. So these are to scale it. So now if you want to reduce the audio level of this music, or if you want to mute the audio, you click at this point, which is audio property. Then you now see gain is 100% already. Then you now remove it. As you're removing it, you see something is happening to the image there, to the video in my timeline. so you now reduce it to 0. So once you now reduce it to 0, you no longer have a music or a voiceover in this video anymore. So let's head to another part of this tutorial, which is on how to split a project. So now, same method is applied to your music track if you want to add music and if you want to reduce the music volume. This is the music I added earlier. So if you want to add the music, you use that method of import, or probably click on file and import media to add your music. So now if you want to reduce the volume, use that method of you once click on the music, you click on the audio property and you now reduce it. So same method is applied to the video and the audio. So now let's delete this audio right now. So now if you want to split this image, we have two methods of splitting. You can either reduce from the beginning if you have some unwanted parts that you want to cut out, and then if you want to cut from a particular point right now, let's say you want to cut this video here, once you click on it, you click at this point, split. So you've already cut the video at this point. So now once you click on it too, you click on split. So you can now click at this point and delete this particular part of the video, then you now join them together. So this is how to split your project using Camtasia. How to add a call out to your project on Camtasia. So if you want to add a call out is something just like this: subscribe, like and share. That is all call out is. So you can import something like this to Camtasia, and then if you are working on it, let's preview to see. Alright, so that's the call out. If you want to learn how to create call out using Camtasia, I'll check my previous video and I will leave the link in the description. I've already created a video on how to create this call out using Camtasia. So now once you import it to your timeline, you adjust it to the appropriate place you want it to be. Subscribe to my channel, like and share. So at this point, you now drag to place it properly. If you want to reduce the height and if you want to increase it, you play around with it. So that is it. So if you want to add more, you can Ctrl C, you can duplicate it, and you can drag and keep. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, copy and paste. So this is how to play with at this point if you want to add a call out to your video. And then if you want to add a particular video to your library or a particular file to your library, for example this, I would love to add this video to my library right now. You now right click at this point, you will now see add to library. You click on it, then you now click on OK. This is just for tutorial. So now this is the second to the last outline of this tutorial, which is called annotation. So now if you want to add annotations to your video, you click at this point where we have annotation. So if you want to add this, the first one is the call outs. If you want to add call outs to this right now, you can add text, you can play with this. Sorry, you use it to illustrate whatever you want to do. So you can play with it and indicate that yeah, this is the whale. And then you can also add text. You can click and you can add whatever you want to do here. For example, hey, I love cars. So you can do that. You can increase and decrease it. So you can choose whichever one you prefer from this point. And that is how you add your call outs to your videos. Now the second one in this has to do with arrows and lines. So if you want to add arrows to indicate a particular point in your video, you can draw from these points to your timeline, and then you can as well increase and change the direction of the arrow as the case may be. So whichever thing you don't want to use, you right click and you delete. So now the next one has to do with shapes. So we have different shapes that you use to beautify your videos, and then the other one we have the blur and the highlight effect. So now for example, if I want to blur this particular write-up on this video, I'll just drag and paste here, then I will now take it to this point. I can increase and decrease the shape of this blur effect. So this is how to use blur effect in Camtasia. So if you want it to cover to the end of the video, you can do that. So now if you want to increase or reduce the intensity of the blur, this is how to go about it here. So this is how to use annotation if you are editing for the first time using Camtasia. So now after doing all of that, and you know that you are okay with everything in this video and you wish to export the video right now, you hit at this point export. So you now see local files, you now see screencasts and all of that. So if you want to save it to Google Drive, if you want to upload directly to YouTube, as the case may be, but if you want to save it to your system, you go with local files, and at this point you click on this drop down and you now export MP3 only up to a 1080p. That's very good resolution for YouTube videos. Then once you click on it, you click on next, you give your file name, which is a tutorial as the case may be, and then you now click on finish. So this is how to use Camtasia for the first time. Don't forget to like and share this video. If this video is helpful, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.